Obviously, you grew up, focused on football and, big golfer as well too. So when did that come about, and just what do you love most about the game?
So I kind of started playing when I was at Tottenham when I was around 20. There was like a group of guys who used to go out, and then obviously I was intrigued, got invited, kind of got a set of clubs. And that's kind of how my journey started. And we used to, mainly in the summer months when it got a bit nicer, the weather, we'd go out every couple of weeks and we had a day off or after training and play. That's basically how I started, and
What did you love most about it? Was it just like a nice break from football and training and all that?
Yeah, I think it was just to have another sport as well. Obviously, you're playing football all the time, training every day. It's nice to kind of mix it up, and I guess it's difficult to play other sports because normally they're very tiring if you're playing tennis or another sport where it requires kind of a lot of movement and it can really tire you out. Whereas golf, you can kind of get around it playing on a cart. You're just in and out hitting the golf shot. It's not massively strenuous, so you're able to play it. So and then once you kind of start to hit a couple of cleaner shots, it kind of like really sucks you in, gets you addicted, and you kind of just grow from there.
What was that like for you, knowing again the focus was football? You obviously had the skills and the talent to be able to play at a professional level, but golf, was that just like a new challenge for you that you were like, this is something I want to try to master the way that you had football?
Yeah, well, I knew I wasn't going to master it quite like I did football, but it was just something that I really enjoyed doing, and I think the most important thing was able to do, because like I said, it's difficult to play other sports when you're training every day. You need to make sure you're not tiring yourself out. So golf was one of those sports that you were able to really look after your body but still continue to play football. So basically just as soon as started playing, that natural kind of competitive instinct of trying to get better just went in straight away. And then, you just want to keep improving, playing better, shooting better scores, not losing so many balls. It was kind of just like that natural progression.
I love that. You mentioned a bit up on the panel just in terms of the importance of your football boots, and you need something specific to that. And I see you got the shoes on here.
Yeah.
From a golf perspective as well too, how important was that for you as you were getting into this game and trying to learn and everything like that, just knowing you have to have the right equipment on your feet?
Yeah, no, massively. And I think I always say in football it was so important for me as I guess got faster and more powerful. I needed a boot that could, I guess, withstand the amount of weight that I was putting through it, so my foot wouldn't move and I was able to react quickly. Obviously, I always like the light aspect of it because it just makes you feel quicker and like you're wearing a sprinter spike, I guess. And now the same with golf, it's having that kind of stability through the foot where you can go after a drive knowing that when you push off the ground, your foot's not really going to slip inside the shoe, and then also having the traction on the bottom to make sure you stay on the grass. So I think it's so important to have the confidence in your footwear that you're able to not really then have to think about it, because you can then concentrate, I guess, on the more important things of your game, which is trying to hit the ball straight.
You kind of alluded to my next question. I was going to say, how important is that look good, feel good, play good, not only from a performance standpoint, but just from a confidence standpoint as well too? Yeah,
no, definitely. And I think what I definitely get with being with adidas through my career and now in golf is that you've got the performance aspect, and then on top of that they look good still. So it's important to like the things that you're wearing, and I'm not saying I'm a fashionista, but it's always nice to look good on the course, because I think I always, even in football, when you feel good, you look good, you always play better. So and it's the same with the golf course. You always want to be looking nice, looking smart. And it's always nice to get a couple of comments when you're on the course about your outfit, so it's good.
Yeah, look like you belong.
Yeah,
right? I know obviously with the handicap and how well you play, you'd certainly belong. For me, it's a different story. You mentioned working with this brand, obviously through your football career and now in golf. Just what's that relationship been like? And, specifically with the golf too, are you providing feedback on, certain lines, certain products, that kind of stuff like that?
It's been an amazing journey. And I think the one thing that I'll always take is Adidas always did everything they could to make the boot perfect to how I wanted it. And obviously I know I was obviously in a more luxury position where I can tweak with my boots and get things added to it inside the boot to make it more stable, etc. So they always went above and beyond to make that happen and made that happen. So yeah, and always would try to give feedback when I could to try and improve the product if it needed improving. But and the same with golf now. The things that I get sent, I'm always asked what I think of it, etc. So but yeah, it's very minimal that I have to give back. But yeah, it normally does exactly what it says. To be honest, it's very, very good at what it is supposed to do, and yeah, I have no complaints.
Yeah, you mentioned during the conversation up on the panel a little bit just about, and why am I blanking now? Hold on.
This is the last question, Michael.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess just about the transition from football to golf. Like, what kind of is it? The mentality? I think it was the patience you kind of mentioned in regards to helping out on the golf course.
Yeah, definitely, and I think I've learned over the years in football, when you're not playing so well, like I said, it's easy to get frustrated and kind of lose your head and try and do then something. You try and do something too good, which is almost impossible, and your confidence goes further down. So it's kind of just going back to the basics. Like I said, when you're not playing well in golf, there's nothing worse than you feel like you can't hit a fairway, or you can't hit a green, or there's no way the ball's going anywhere but in the trees. So it's about sometimes just getting the ball back in play, seeing a good shot, getting that confidence back up and kind of building, because golf's over 18 holes, it's not finished in 10 minutes. So you're able to try and get your round back on track. And I always enjoy that challenge of when you're not playing well to try and play well, because it's more satisfying at the end when you can turn things around and you're like, I feel like I've accomplished it, and you're able to help yourself then when you're in a bad situation, maybe in an important round, that you're able to change it and you know you've done it.
Awesome. Very cool.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Cheers. Thank you.